This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Good afternoon and welcome to the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Laura Duclos.
And I'm Daniela Parraga. The Student Government Association elections are coming up. Do you know who are you going to vote for? You can get involved and engage with the candidates. They are offering times on their website and Twitter page, so follow at TTUSGA to learn more about those who are running.
An infamous political cartoonist visited Tech's art installation. Our reporter Jasmine Bradford has more on the event.
Wale Adinley started showcasing his cartoons at the Daily Times in West Africa, which at the time was its largest circulating publication.
I started sometime around 1983, 84. As I grew older, I get more involved in my environment, the society in general, and I started getting interested in how the society is shaped, issues affecting our society. Ultimately, I get into understanding politics more, and I wanted to really communicate effectively.
Adinley uses socio-political satire in his works to show the even bigger picture when it comes to our government.
I've always loved to remain independent, while I vote Republican or vote Democrat, depending on the person and not on the donkey or the elephant.
Adinley has created thousands of political cartoons over various American issues, like this one that depicts the Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton scandal that emerged in '98, or even this montage that illustrates the catastrophic events of Hurricane Katrina.
Thank you, Jasmine. Tech saw a record high of student attendance this football season, and it paid off. ESPN's blog reporter Jake Trotter named Texas Tech #1 for the best student section in the Big 12 Conference. Trotter said they analyzed student attendance, interest, who makes the most noise, and of course, who has the most fun. And 1 Billion Rising for Justice is a campaign for victims of violence to find refuge in safe places within their community. Reporter Ashlyn Tubbs has more on the campaign.
Texas Tech students Dalton Richardson and Andrew Hernandez took a stand to raise awareness last Friday by hosting a global event at Memorial Circle titled 1 Billion Rising.
We decided to host 1 Billion Rising because universities are very high in rates of sexual assault, and to have almost an open discussion such as this in a forum to discuss these issues on a college campus is incredibly beneficial to any of the problems that we see.
And statistics show that 1 in 3 women and 1 in 33 men will be sexually assaulted or raped within their lifetime. This is especially true on college campuses, and Texas Tech is no exception to this rule. There have been sexual assaults on campus, but no one ever talks about them. You don't ever hear about them very much. And so 1 Billion Rising is an event that is meant to raise awareness to these facts, so that way, like Andrew said, we can have an open forum and actually discuss these things in public, and it no longer be hush-hush. We want people to be able to tell their stories in an environment where they're going to be listened to and taken seriously.
This issue is important to Richardson and Hernandez as part of the student organization they represent.
We're with the Texas Tech FMLA, which stands for Feminist Majority Leadership Alliance. It's a group on campus that is partnered with the Women's Studies program. Pretty much all we're trying to strive for on campus is awareness about gender disparity in all areas of life, as well as equality for everyone regardless of gender, orientation, sexuality, ability, disability, all the fun things.
This is an event both students plan to host again next year.
As long as sexual assault does happen in Texas and the world, there needs to be events that promote awareness.
With MCTV, I'm Ashlyn Tubbs.
It's been nice weather outside these past few days.
It has, but is it here to stay? Our weather specialist Carly Smith has all you need to know for the weather this week. Carly?
Hey Daniela, yes, the weather has definitely been nice out here on the South Plains lately, with temperatures in about 70 and 80 degrees. Today, the current temperature is at 80 degrees. And with that, that is according to the Texas Tech West Texas Mesonet site. And also that site has shown that winds have reached a top gust of 40 miles per hour today. And so with that being said, the average wind speed is about 20 miles per hour, but could gust into the 30s and 40s. And so with that being said, the winds are gusting strongly, as you can tell right now, because there is a cold front coming through. That cold front shouldn't affect much, but here we have a graphic that kind of helps explain what's going on with the weather. Right now our temperatures are high because winds are blowing from the west and the south, and so that's bringing warm air from New Mexico and Mexico into the region. With the cold front coming through, winds will shift to the north, and that'll bring cooler temperatures. But for now, the temperatures will stay at about in the 70s and 80s with this cold front. So as we take a look at our 3-day forecast, you'll see that today and tomorrow, the temperatures will remain high in the upper 70s and 80s, with a possible chance if we reach 83 degrees, we could break another high record. But winds will continue to be strong and gustly, and skies will remain just partly cloudy to sunny with maybe some dust in the air. And then Thursday, we will have another cold front, and this time winds will remain blowing from the north a little bit longer, which will drop our temperatures into the 50s on Thursday. So with that being said, with these high temperatures and these high winds, there is always a higher risk for wildfires, but most of that looks more likely off to our west in New Mexico. So with that being said, ladies, back to you.
Thanks, Carly. That's all for the Tuesday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news, and we'll see you tomorrow.